One. Hello and welcome to Bricks and Bits episode number 42 with Just Too Good.
Hey, what's up?
Brickatech.
Just Too Good here.
Hey, what's up? Brickatech here.
and, and Ashen Flash,
Hello.
who has never met the Brickatech.
Until
The
now.
honor's mine, honestly.
It's all Greg's fault that you didn't meet the first time, so he'll take the blame. Anyway, this week's episode is brought to you by Iceberg Bricks. Oh shoot, here I already read that. Iceberg Bricks regularly posts videos on YouTube and live streams on Twitch. My favorite series of his is on the Icebox, where he interviews Lego community members. I've actually been on there at least once, maybe twice. You might want to do some digging and find that episode. Another highlight of his channel is his massive Lego Star Wars Ghost mock that he recently built, I believe off the Brick Vault instructions, so it's a pretty dang big model. You can subscribe to Iceberg Bricks on YouTube or follow him on Twitch with the links below. He's also giving away, I think, an Apocalypse Berg set right now. I believe that's like an Instagram giveaway he's doing, so he also has a video on that, so check that out. You don't want to miss out on your opportunity to win an Apocalypse Berg set. Anyway, what do we have to talk about this week? It was a, pretty, not a lot happened this week, right? Like, someone's echoing a little bit, by the way. I don't know if your audio's up too loud.
I don't know. I mean, is it me?
I don't know.
I don't even hear. I don't even hear an echo. So it has to be me, right?
Yeah,
Does that mean
it
it's
must
me?
I think it's you
Okay.
if you don't hear it.
Okay.
Guilty.
So let me mute myself and keep talking.
Okay. Anyway, there hasn't been a ton of news this week. No new sets. Well, I guess the Darth Vader thing.
Is the echo gone?
Yeah, I think so. I think we're good.
It was gone for a bit. Okay.
Yeah.
Hopefully that should fix it.
I think
Okay.
we should start. We'll get to my whole stuff later, but let me pull up.
You really
a link.
want? I think we should start with the hot stuff.
I didn't want to
first.
open
Let's
with it.
do this. You don't want to open
All
with
right.
it?
I'll-
Okay, it's up to you.
Yeah, let's quickly talk about the shared con exclusive thing, because I think that's really interesting and like something that
We'll build the hype up here.
Yeah. If you want to hear the good stuff, you
shared
got to get
con-
into the.
I totally
the shared
forgot
one.
about that. The
Yeah,
Vader
that
bus.
happened like last weekend, so it's been a while, but I'm putting the link in
I think
there
it was
at
the
the
day
bottom for you guys.
after. It was
Thursday.
Yeah. That was
Yeah, it just kind of happened at a weird time.
It was
for
the day
us.
after all the news.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
exactly.
sitting in Brick Fair, and I'm like, oh, I gotta make a video. Anyway, this is the Darth Vader bust, which, like, honestly, there's a lot of potential for this to be like a series. Like, there's more busts where you have. I mean, in the past they did Darth Maul and Yoda, but I think they could go more with the scale at the $40 range and make, I don't know, Clone Trooper, Stormtrooper, whatever you want it to be. But the more important thing with this is that people are actually going to be able to buy this. Like, there's very little barrier to entry, as in past years you had to first be able to afford to go to Star Wars Celebration, and then you had to be lucky enough to win the lottery to be allowed to give them your money for this type of thing, which was frustrating for someone like me who went to Star Wars Celebration 2 years ago and wasn't able to buy the exclusive. So it's going to be a Target Red Card thing, which I'm fine with because I have a Target Red Card, but also screw Target. So I don't know. What do you guys think about shared exclusives?
We'll get that.
Can't be bad, right?
Yeah.
I just signed up for a Target Red Card for this specific reason.
Are you
wow.
gonna get it in time? You got 2
Yeah,
weeks.
I did the verification stuff, and they gave you your account number. If anybody's thinking about signing up for a card just specifically to get this, you can do a debit card or a credit card. They give you your account number ahead of time, so if you don't have the card, you can go on and buy it.
Okay, well there you go. Yeah. Do you want to say your account number just so other people?
Yeah, I'll get
can
that to
use
you
it?
guys. If anybody wants to use my account number, I'd be curious to see how many people would buy it with my account number.
Oh, I mean,
It'll be like a Mr. Beast thing. Let's see if we can get to like a
that
million.
would actually be crazy. That would be a cool.
I mean,
thing
it's
for
tied
Mr.
off your
Beast to do.
checking account if you use a debit card. So I guess as long as I have enough money in my checking to cover it,
Right.
we'd be all right. So if only like 3 people buy it, we're all right.
Do we know the price?
$40?
40, yeah.
Okay, I heard myself echo. That was not me. But it's 40? Okay.
Let me close my window. Yeah, it's 40. So that's what it's gonna be at the con and on Target.
That's what I figured. Okay, that's
.com,
good.
as far as I'm aware.
Somebody
so.
said 50, and I was like, that's ridiculous.
No,
No,
Just
it
said
is.
that.
It has more pieces though than last year's, which I thought was interesting, but it's still gonna be the same price. Which
Oh, you mean
That's good.
last year's the celebration one, the one the
years ago, yeah, with
I
the
love that
trash
one.
or not the
But yeah.
prison room one.
Yeah, I think they just make every con exclusive like buildable set like 40, so it's just a flat rate.
Yeah,
but-
it's just the typical price,
Yeah.
which I'm all for. I think this is actually a pretty cool exclusive to have, so I'm looking
Do you
forward
guys
to
all
picking
like
this one up.
the build of it?
I mean, yeah, it looks fine. Like, I'm not gonna complain about it.
Mhm.
It's
Was there a
decent
Yoda one, or
enough.
wasn't it just a fully built Yoda, or was
It was
there
actually
actually
fully
Darth
built
Maul.
Yoda.
Darth Maul.
Yeah, the Darth Maul was like
That's
the
it.
actual bust, but yeah, I see your point. They were both one and the
That's
same
why-
as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, in my opinion, it should have been a Darth Maul one, and it would have been cool because it's like, oh, this is a 20th anniversary
Oh, that's a
remake.
good
Exactly,
point.
yeah.
Yeah, Darth
Yeah.
Vader's just more popular. Greg wants a Darth Maul, right? Is that what you told
I
me?
literally, there's one reason I want Darth Maul, and it's to scare my wife. I want to get the old one, the big one, but I feel like if they made me a small one, I could probably scare her just as equally with that. But Darth Vader is not nearly as scary looking as.
If I ever get one of those, I'm gonna have to let you borrow it for a week to
Please
do what you will.
Yes.
Well, it's also 20th anniversary of Phantom Menace, so that would have fit better as well.
You're right.
Genius. Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because they're gonna sell out of these regardless. I was gonna say, well,
Yeah.
Darth Maul wouldn't be as popular, but it
Are
really
these
doesn't
going to be
matter.
numbered at all, or is this straight up just?
It
Oh,
doesn't.
I'm sure of it.
Okay.
Did they?
It's like
Yeah, they
the-
do not. They did number the last one with the sticker,
They
right?
numbered the last one, yeah.
Yeah.
And they numbered the other red
Uh-huh.
card exclusive.
Yeah, we'll see what they do. I'm sure they're definitely limited, so I would be surprised if they don't have a number. So
Any word on the purchase limit?
infinite.
No way.
It might be 2. Like Target had the 2 limit, right? So
2 for the brickheads.
Yeah, I think 2 would be what I would expect, which is fine.
What do you guys think these are going to go for on eBay afterwards?
Oof.
100, just because like usually the con exclusives go for 200. So assuming there's twice as many, half price.
Okay. So buy 2,
But-
build 1, and then sell 1 on eBay.
I don't know. I mean, like the brickheads. How much do the brickheads go for?
How much are they going for right now?
You know, the Lego Movie 2 ones. Because we'll
I
have
thought
to.
they were going for like
They were
$75,
going
but
for
that
a
might-
lot.
Yeah.
I think they're worth less now. I haven't looked though. Let me
They
look
have
it
to.
up.
Celebration
I think the hype
is
died down.
one is 400 US. Some of them are
Yeah,
listed
Lego Movie
brand new.
2. Oh, 400. Those are
For
400.
the celebration, yeah.
Dang,
200 is the
steal.
cheapest one I see.
Nice.
So
I see some of these Lego Movie 2 going for under $30.
holy crud,
The
that
hype
was
is
a
drawing
bubble
down
at
quite a
first.
bit then.
Like there's a buy it now Sweet Mayhem for 27 free shipping. So
There is a
Yeah.
500 of 500 Sweet Mayhem. That's kind of cool.
5,000 and 5,000.
5,000.
Where?
5,000,
How
yeah.
much?
On eBay for $500.
All right,
Yeah. So,
I'm out
wow.
on that one. That's a cool number.
You got the last one. That'd be awesome to be that person, right? Like you
Yeah,
click
I
the
know.
button, you got the last one.
I
I
doubt it
think their
comes
name
out
on
in order like
Instagram
that.
is like Rare Lego or something. They
Oh,
they were
yeah.
looking for a 5,000. So yeah.
I saw someone
Cool.
had like 2 or 3 of the 5 or 4 5,000 ones. So probably that guy.
Mhm.
crazy.
Yeah.
If that's your thing.
Wow.
If that's your thing.
The Sweet Mayhems. Like, wow. Why are some like? Because Walmart, there was a. Where were the other ones from? Walmart, right?
Yeah. Walmart didn't put a purchase limit on
They
it.
were. Oh, they didn't. But I'm
Did
not seeing
they?
any piles of Emmets and Lucy. I'm only seeing Sweet Mayhem and Benny's.
I don't know. Maybe
I was so dumb with those.
Like,
Like I was thinking about them as a collector, and I'm like, I don't really give a crap about brickheads. I should have been thinking like, I could throw these things on eBay and make some money.
hey, you missed out.
Uh,
All right.
Reselling.
yeah, I don't typically do it, but
It's frowned
it would've been-
upon.
I know. Anyway,
But
Who all
that's
right.
a whole nother topic.
Are we gonna get into the big story? I guess it's not even. A
We're
story.
talking
Want
about Target
to?
right now, anyways.
We are talking
Yeah,
about
I know,
Target.
might as well.
if I feel bad too because even in my news video today, I mentioned Target like 4 times and like totally unrelated things, and I'm just like, why does this have to be the day
You should
Target?
have canceled your red card if you. Okay, well
No,
we'll get
because
into
I have
that
to
later.
buy that. I would have had the lady cancel
Didn't
my
you say
card
you were
in the
not going
store.
to buy from Target for like?
I have to buy this. Like I have
He also
to.
said
right?
he wasn't going to buy
But-
anything the whole month. But
yeah, someone put a comment and said
Yeah.
like 2 weeks later, bought Darth Vader bus.
I'm
from
gonna buy
Target.
the Darth Vader bust, but I'm not gonna say anything. I'm just gonna say my friends
If I
got it
was you,
for me
to
at
stick it to
Celebration.
them, I'd buy it. I'd buy it from eBay.
No, yeah, I mean I know people going to Celebration. I'll just say I got it from there, even though I did like I'm not going to. But
I'll sell you mine for $100.
all right, deal.
But you'll say you got it from there. That's lying.
No, I don't think the boxes are gonna be any different. I don't think you're gonna be able to tell, to be honest.
But you
It's
said
the
you'll
same,
say
yeah.
you got it from there, even though you got it from Target.
I'm saying it
It's
right
gonna-
now.
it's
It's
gonna
pretty
ruin your
obvious
work,
that
man.
it might be a small lie. I don't think it's the biggest deal for me to say where I got
I
it.
don't
Wrong
know if
place.
that's
so.
good. All right, well, whatever. Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
into
doing
this.
it to spite a company, all right? I don't know if I'll actually do it, but that's where we're at. So for people that don't know, I made a video yesterday which got a lot of dislikes, which apparently means I have to say something about it. So there are these things called street dates, which myself, everyone in this call, and a lot of like Lego fans are aware of, right? Street dates are universally understood. I personally understand them. Like, Like, if I walk into a store and I am told that a Lego set is street dated, I know that I am not walking out of the store with that set. I have never walked out of a store with a in the system street dated set. Like, that's just not how it works. I understand that, right? I got a lot of comments that made me think that people thought I didn't understand that concept because they were like, employees will get fired if they sell you the set because it's street dated. And I'm like, no. It wasn't street dated prior to about Tuesday at sometime like between noon and 2 p.m. Eastern, because people were buying these sets up until Tuesday at about noon. I have a receipt like dated like I think it was like 12:36 p.m. on that day that someone was able to buy them, and then at some point after that they got the new Star Wars sets got street dated in the system, right? So basically I go to a Target and they're like, on that day, like sometime around noon to 2 p.m., I think it was like 1:15 or something, or I don't know, sometime in that time frame, and they're like, yeah, we can't sell this to you. It's not street dated. There's nothing on the box that says you can't buy it, right? Like, those are the two typical barriers to entry. But they tell me that there's a set date. Have you guys ever heard the term set date?
Not until your video.
Not until my video.
Not until your video.
Case in point. Greg?
Okay.
No.
Case in point. Set date. It exists, apparently. There are other people that say it exists. They corroborate this story, and I don't think the Target employee was lying to me, right? Like, I don't think that they were just making it up. Like it's not a valid reason to not sell me Lego Star Wars set.
Let me interject, and this is not like on anybody's side or whatnot. I'm
go
gonna
ahead.
let you finish before we start debating or whatnot. But set date, I have heard in the past, they're like, oh, we don't set this out on the store floor until later date, so let me pull it out from the back.
And that's the way I understand it.
Exactly.
And I've never heard it as a reason to not be able to buy something.
Exactly.
I did, however, hear that it happens in Funko Pop or something, but, like, again, never in Lego. I buy a lot of Lego sets. I would know. You guys would know. You guys buy a lot of Lego sets, except Greg doesn't usually buy them early, but, like, you guys would definitely know if that was a thing, right? Except maybe Asheville. No Canada. No Target in Canada. You get screwed there.
Oh.
But
no. But I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
And I've worked in retail. I've never heard that phrase before.
So, I mean, I don't, like... So they tell me I can't buy them, so I go off to another Target, not in stock, go off to a third Target, try to buy the sets, right? Just like the first guy should have done for me is get the set out of the box and hand it to me, because there was nothing wrong with that, and that's what happens at every store any of us have ever gone to, right? Like, that's just the norm. So I go to the third store, and I'm like, hey, you guys have these in stock, whatever. You actually have one of them on the shelf, but that's not the one I need. I'm actually looking for other ones. The guy goes in the back, 5 minutes later, comes out with them. I'm like, happy day, right? Like, I've got the sets in hand. They aren't, he scanned them too. He's like, they aren't street dated. There was nothing on the box saying they were street dated. I go to the cash register, street dated. So at some point, I think maybe between me getting them and bringing them to the cash register, Target system updated, I don't know. Because obviously people have been buying them for 2 weeks now, and all of a sudden, at like 2 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, they got street dated in Target's system, which Target done goofed is the moral of the story. They've been selling sets that they weren't supposed to sell, and then people are telling me like that employee could get fired. It's like, for what? He did nothing wrong. The set wasn't street dated. Like, I don't know what I'm supposed to tell you.
Able to interject now.
Yeah, you guys can start going at me, because I'm in over my head on this one.
Okay, so you said that what could he be fired for if the system is street dating the items, right?
Well, when he scanned it with his scanner thing, it didn't say it was street dated, which means
I know, but when you went to purchase, it was street dated, right?
Yeah, when I went up to the checkout counter, which at that point the lady's just like, yeah, these are street dated, I can't sell them to you, and I'm like, all right. Like, yeah, so like I don't argue that, like, right? Like, I know that lady could get fired, but like, what am I like? I didn't try to like get her fired. Like, you guys, like, comments are ridiculous.
Yeah, so I don't get what. Okay, yeah, that's true. Okay, so what's? I don't think there's a debate there. Yeah, he can't get fired. But he can't sell it to you, so that's not really.
No, I understand that. So like, I walked out of the store without them. Like, I didn't even ask to try anything, right?
So far, so good.
Like, there's no way around it. So. I mean, like, I don't know, like, what do you guys think about the whole thing? Because I think that Lego or Disney came in and they were like, why are you guys selling these? But at that point, like, you've been selling a product for 2 weeks. You kind of just have to cut your losses, like,
don't get mad at Target for that.
Well, Target should have had it street dated from the beginning. That's the point. Like,
Yeah.
why is it
And we're
not
lucky.
street
We're
dated
lucky
for
that
2
they
weeks?
didn't, and you were able to get a whole bunch
Wh-
before. We're
which,
lucky
yeah,
that they didn't.
which, yes, I agree. Like, I definitely benefited from them not being street dated. But on the flip
Mhm.
side of that, there's also a lot of luck involved in that, where I
Yeah.
had the ability to travel to another store that was about an hour away, and I
Mhm.
also had the ability to have a friend send me some. Otherwise, I wouldn't have any if I didn't have those two things, because they didn't show up at my store until the day
Well,
they got street
yeah.
dated. So I would be SOL. Which, again, I'm very
That's
grateful
true.
for the things that I got, but I'm also frustrated because I wasn't able to finish off what I wanted to finish off before
Well,
the
but
date.
why be frustrated at Target for? I don't think it's Target's fault at all. Except that the only fault they had aided you, which was that they didn't street date it at the start when all these
Right.
other stores street dated you. So the fault they had was in your favor. So why be mad at Target, and why send your fans to go complain to Target? Because I don't see
Yeah, I think
what.
no, like I agree. Like, send my fans. Like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have said that. Like, and I also don't think that many people probably went and
Yeah, thankfully.
gave them crap for it. But
I know. I don't get why you're angry at Target and the employees. Where at one point you call the person running the social media like a minimum wage
yeah,
employee, which I
those
count
are the
one.
two things I wouldn't have said right there. So the
Yeah.
minimum wage thing, and what was that first thing I just said I wouldn't have said?
Well, I was just saying, just sending your fans
Yeah,
to
those
complain to
two
Target. I don't know why
things-
you were angry at Target specifically. Is my point, because it's
I
like
was angry at like the set date thing. I think is garbage. Like,
I was
think
gonna-
that's the
yeah,
most
I was gonna
ridiculous
get to
thing I've
that
ever
one.
heard. Because that's that's what I told the
yeah.
customer service lady when I'm standing like at the first Target I went to. I went up to the customer service desk after I ate my pizza, and I'm like, hey, here's the deal. I don't think you guys really know what you're talking about. What is a set date? I've never heard this in my life. And they're basically like, it's not. She scans. I give her the DCPI. She's like, yeah, it's not street dated or anything. There's no embargo. And I'm like, so I can buy it. And she's like, oh, let me call my manager. Blah blah. The set date. Blah blah. No, I can't sell. I've never before in my life. Like, just
Okay,
the most.
can I say something?
ridiculous. Yes.
Is that how you talk to them?
How so?
Like, I don't think you know what you're like saying right now.
No, I don't think I'm
That's-
pretty sure I didn't say that.
From my experience with retail is I worked in the back room, so I
Right.
get all the stuff that's not supposed to be coming out until like a month later.
Right.
And so employees, if they work there, obviously they can buy it, and it's in the system, and all it takes is one button to override it. There is the ability to do this. So it all depends on who you talk to. Like when I was buying you guys all the Lego for this past year,
Right.
especially the Batman sets for some reason, all the Star Wars ones weren't street dated, but the Batman ones, when I was trying to get that for Justin, they were street dated. I go up to the counter and they're like, "Oh, what is this? It's street dated." I said, "Yeah, but you got it on the floor." And they're like, "Oh, okay. Well, we'll give it to you just this once." And they're like, "Can you show us where they are so we can take them off the floor so that they don't make the same mistake?"
Right.
I go back the following week. There's more sets there. Another street date, got it. Go back the other week and then talk to a different employee. So it all depends on the employee that you're talking to and what they've been told. And if
That's a good point,
you have to
too.
get management involved, it all depends on who's the manager that day. It might be the assistant manager. The manager might have a better call. And especially now when I'm going back to Mastermind, I'm going to Toys R Us looking for new stuff for this season. Everything is street dated. And I think that at least at the Mastermind that we went to, or when I went to buy all the stuff for you guys, we struck a huge blow against them, because not only did they mess up by having all those sets out, they also had 20% off.
Yeah.
Somehow they let me get 20% off the entire thing. I had 3 carts full, one for myself, one for you, Justin, one for Ryan. So definitely cracking down on this, because they won't let me have anything. They're not on the floor anymore. They know. I asked them. They said that they have it. It's in the back, but they can't bring it out. And they're cracking down on it.
Which
now.
I
So
like. I
again,
understand that too. Like, I went to another store yesterday, like just near me, because they just got stuff in stock, and I was gonna give it a shot because why not? And I was like, hey, do you guys have these? Like, yeah, they're in the back and they're street dated. I can't give them to you. And I just walked out of the store like with nothing you can do. So like, I understand that, but I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
again, if it's on the floor, like there's no, they need to give that to you. If it's on the floor, they've messed up. They should be giving it to you. It's your job to push hard enough, I think, to make that happen in a polite way, obviously.
Right.
But it can happen. Like obviously, like if you work there and let's say you work there and you want to get it early, they would let you get it early.
All right, I have a
Let's
few
override.
things to
But
add
go
on
ahead.
both of those. If it's on the shelf, they don't need to give it to you unless certain states have that as a law.
Yeah,
Not all
I had
states in
heard
Florida.
about that. What
Yeah.
states, like,
I don't
is
know.
not Florida?
And I don't think Florida is one of them because I
No.
researched it a while back. I haven't researched it. But like I think some Midwest states for sure have it where if it's on the shelf they have to sell it to you. But it's a more rare law.
I don't even mean law. I don't know if I got cut off.
Yeah, well, then it comes down to morals,
but
you know.
I just think as a store, like if you're putting a product out, you should be giving this out. Like you should allow that to be bought. But again, it's up to management.
But if they do that and, you know, that will get the employee fired and stuff, do you think they should still do it? I mean, whenever I get street dated nowadays, I go to check it out and they say, "Oh, we can't sell it." And I'm like, "Oh, what's wrong?" You know, they say it's street dated. If we sold it, you know, we could get fired, we could get fined. And I'm like, I understand, you know, that makes sense. I get frustrated for a little bit, but just with, oh, I can't buy it, you know, street dates, darn you, Lego. But like, I understand. I'm not going to force it. I'm not going to push it because I don't want these people getting in trouble.
No, and I'm in that corner. I never try to do anything like that. But
yeah, I get it. I'm just saying in general, I don't think they need to sell me it or anything. If it was a law, then, you know, even then I'll probably push it. But like,
if it was a law, like I'm gonna be all over that.
Yeah, but but I think they would understand if it was a law as well. I think they would understand. But here it's like
the one thing I street day, because I was doing podcasts. You know, they used to do these prank calls about video games, trying to get Call of Duty early. It's like 5 years ago now, right? And they're like, "So what's the street date on that?" I'd be like, November 5th, and it's like October 30th, right? And they're like, "Well, a street date's more like a rule, not a law." And that's how they would try to twist it, which I think is pretty funny. But
yeah.
Again, I've never. I should call.
I've seen people get video games early, and they sell them on eBay for
Kingdom Hearts when that happened. Oh my, and Smash as well. Those two.
Smash, yeah, I saw
leaked.
Smash.
Yikes.
I remember Lego Dimensions was up there. That's how we found the rest of the figures at the top, and that was like a month early.
Huh.
Yeah, that was way back then. But yeah, so I just think that with the set date part, I'd be kind of frustrated at the worker there, the manager specifically, I guess, not really the workers because the workers are being told.
I mean, that's what made me mad the most. Was the
set
first
date one was like, that one doesn't make any sense to me.
I was so mad walking out of that store because at that point they were not street dated in their system, right? Like I could have bought them right then and there and everything would have been fine. And then by the time I get to the store that actually has them and will give them to me like any normal employee or store would, they're street dated. And so by some just completely unlucky timing, I got screwed out of the two sets that I was fully intending to buy and wanted to buy that day. And like it really sucks because this has never happened before. There's never been a time when a store has sold something for 2 weeks freely in their system and then all of a sudden locked it up a week before release.
It's interesting. I mean, it's
one of the most fascinating things I've ever seen just from a Lego fan.
This? Yeah, because this actually happens to me so much. This has happened with other themes and stuff.
Have you seen that?
Yeah, for sure. I'm trying to think right off the bat, but yeah, like a theme you like, Harry Potter. That happened with Harry Potter last year, where people were able to get the sets about a week early and then they street dated them.
Oh, my full plan for that was buy them at the Lego store on release day, so I never.
So yeah, it was nothing new to me. So, here's the thing I always tell people is that when you're mad and you're angry and you're furious, take a second and just take an hour or two, calm down.
Oh, I
because
that
what you're gonna
like
say.
when I got home.
I'm just saying, yeah. I know, I get that, but I'm just saying, what you're gonna say when you're still in this angry mood, you might regret in the future. You might say something that you regret because that's when your emotions are heightened. You know,
or record it twice. Do one really angry and then wait a day.
Maybe do one right after it. Yeah. Especially since that happened a day after. I would have, if I was you, just a day after make a video about it, and I think you would have had your opinions changed. Just like how here you say you regret some things you said in there.
Yeah, and I mean it's just the things that were like completely unnecessary to like calling the employee that runs their social media team minimum wage, like their social media page or whatever minimum wage, like that's just like it just didn't add anything, and like that was really stupid of me.
Saying somebody's doing minimum wage or not, it doesn't add something, and it you said it in kind of a derogatory way where these people who are working minimum wage
I mean, I
so
don't
many
even
of them
know
put
that
their
they're
effort
working minimum wage. I
forward
just
and
said
stuff.
it like because I was
Exactly.
upset. Like,
Yeah.
and like I don't know. I just the
That
whole
shouldn't
thing
be
didn't make
in
sense
general.
to
That
me.
shouldn't be something that you say when you're upset. So you're basically saying that they're minimum wage, they're poor, they're like in general. That shouldn't be an insult you
Right?
say when
No,
you're
I feel
upset.
you. Yeah, no,
So it's just a little 2 cents
I'm
there.
with you.
know?
Just
Yeah.
2 cents.
So
I want to
there
know
you
what
go.
Greg thinks.
Yeah.
You get the
Yeah,
real
so
adult
Greg-
I've heard the whole
perspective.
thing. Yeah, I watched the video when it came out, and I have to be honest with you, Ryan, I really didn't like the tone of the video, and I understand that it was raw and that was how you were feeling at the time, but man, I didn't feel good about it, and it just I guess overall it made me feel really good about not being involved in this whole have to review every set like right when it comes out game, because I'm like you said earlier,
Right.
I wait until things are cheaper.
Yeah.
But here's what advice that I would give to you. It is in the same thing when we say about people complaining about Lego prices. It's like vote with your wallet. And if you have a problem with Target, I think it's fine making a rant video, and I appreciate being real about something, because to me that's the most important thing. Even if you feel angry about something negative, put it out there if
Yeah.
that's the way
I
you're
mean,
feeling.
even if
And
people,
obviously, and
sorry.
I mentioned this before this started. Whenever you express any kind of negativity about anything at all in the Lego space, at least I've found, people really get upset about that. They want you to be like everything is great all the time, and
Right.
they just don't appreciate realness, and that's what you bring. What I fear for that video in particular, and you may not care about this, but if I was just some random Joe and I was like, oh, M&R Productions makes Star Wars videos, let me check out his channel, and that was the video they saw, here's what I would think. I would think that like this kid is like a spoiled brat, like just I don't know, like
yeah,
like
I got
whiner,
that
and
comment like 100 times over, and I'm like,
I know, and it just really came off that way. But
no,
that's how
I understand.
what I was saying about voting with your wallet is just don't shop at Target. I know you almost are forced to, like especially with this Darth Vader thing.
Yeah, the
but
Darth Vader thing's the only thing I'm gonna buy there. Like even my grocery shopping, I'm gonna be doing at Walmart now for the foreseeable future.
just cast them out and then be done with it.
I have a few comments on that specifically. Well, I don't. Are you boycotting all of Target because of?
I'm not a huge like boycott person, right? Like I'm not like. I don't want to give Target my money right now.
It, though, honestly.
That's what I was going to get to. Yeah, like
I feel like
I don't get why you. I still don't get why you're mad at Target as a whole.
Because
like, I get that one Target with the set date was ridiculous, but that's about it. Like,
Just go back to the one. I don't think it's Target as a whole.
I know you said like prior to this, like they weren't enforcing it and people were getting it. At the very least, I guess just respect that one store's policies at the time, because they were just enforcing what they thought was the right thing to do, and just let it go and move forward with it. Target's a good resource for Lego stuff. You find clearance and things there sometimes. I wouldn't just be like, I'm done with you forever because of this. And I feel like after a while, this will just be water under the bridge.
Oh no, yeah, like people like I don't know, like you look at the comments on that video, and I mean, there's a million types of different comments in that video. Probably has like 2,000 comments now, but like. There's people that are like, "Oh, your channel's gonna die." Like, my channel's not gonna die from this. Like,
if anything, I mean, if you want to talk about this on a financial standpoint, if anything, this does nothing but help your channel, because look at the views that video.
I don't know.
And it's
saw at least
15 minutes
20
long.
people.
Here's one thing I want to say about that.
Yeah. Okay.
When you make a video that's like that, it may get a lot of views, but I almost feel like it attracts the wrong type of person, because I feel like your channel is a reflection of yourself. And when you put that kind of stuff out there, like almost the other video that this kind of brings back, and I know we talked about this a little bit, is that Brick Show video.
Yep.
I had the same feeling during that Brick Show video as I did on this one. And I was like, Ryan, don't do this when it was happening. And I just feel like you're going to attract the wrong type of audience to your channel, which is going to be like that negative, hateful people that you really don't want to be in your community.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, it's I know this is not you, Ryan, but that's people are going to see that and think that is you.
I would say this is one of the more out of character things I've done, or maybe it's just my like subconscious character. It's like the devil on the other ear, right? And it finally broke through to the angel on the other side, whatever the deal is in cartoons, and like.
If I was you,
I lost my temper. I definitely did. Like I sat down and I let it all out, because I would say this is more frustrating too. It's because like obviously this is my job, right? And there's people on there that say, "Oh, you don't have a real job." It's like, dude, I make thousands of dollars a month. I don't know how this isn't a real job. Like, because I make money a different way than someone else, it's not a real job. Like, it matters to me when I get like I still do it as a fan too. Like, cause I'm a huge fan of Lego Star Wars, and like I just like getting the sets early. I've always liked getting the sets early. Like, it's just a thing, right? Like, there's something about it, and like
feeling.
You're passionate about it.
Exactly, I'm very passionate about it, which is why I care so much. Like, but like people are like, oh, you can just wait a week like the rest of us, and I'm like, I can't. Like, at least 100 people said that, and I can wait a week like the rest of you, right? But I shouldn't have to, because the rest of you didn't have to wait a week either, because they've been available for 2 weeks at various targets around the country.
I'm sure that's just a minority. I'm sure the rest of them did have to wait a week. You know,
maybe you do have to wait a week, but from the perspective of somebody who does this as a job, and like getting it as early as possible is kind of important. Like it does matter to some degree to me.
I get that. It matters to me too. You know, getting stuff early. I eBay it. I do this, that. But like, you know, I'm at the end of the day, it's something that I'm just saying for me personally, I love it. I love getting stuff early. It's fun, but you know, I wouldn't. With street dates, it happens. I understand why it's there. And another thing I wanted to say was that with I'm giving you a suggestion. I think you should make a follow-up video.
Yeah, I don't like
a lot of, you know.
I don't know what to say in a follow-up video, but like I definitely like.
I think a lot of what you said here was good. I mean, this was a much more calm and more, you know, I guess a better way to look at stuff in this whole discussion. And you know, I don't want people thinking that's you, because I know that's not you.
I don't think people are going to think that. I
feel that way, that people are going to.
I think Ryan's community that knows him well knows he's the same guy that helped Republic Attack out and got $20,000 of his Lego collection back to him. Like, people know that he's a good guy, and I've heard nothing but good things about Ryan. I worry about the people that just find him and they start watching these videos. And
I'm good for one bad video a year. Let's just put it.
Yeah, sure.
I make too many videos. It's bound to happen.
Like I said, it goes back to you were sharing that moment, how you felt, and I think being real is better than being calculated and being like, okay, this is how I feel, but this is what I'm going to say. Yeah. And I'd much rather watch someone, even if it's something that's negative and maybe I don't agree with. I think it's better to see that realness.
I think the bigger part of me explaining the way I feel is that like two of the main points that people were like, why did you do this, is like, go give Target crap and call like if I had just left out some very superfluous things from that, I think that's the right word, like just extra stuff that didn't need to be there, and it would have been a much more sane video in a lot of people's eyes. I
wish
think
you would have said something about why you want the sets more than just like I think you used the phrase that Jang has a monopoly on the views, and I didn't like that either. I wish you would have been like, you know, guys,
it's definitely a weird way to put it. Yeah, like
I love Star Wars, and I love to have these sets early so I can get the reviews out to you because I know you want to see them.
Well, the reason
again, that might be a calculated thing to say, but maybe you really are thinking like, well, Jang has the only review up in this, and that should be me.
So what I want, so the reason I say Jang has a monopoly on it is someone like wrote in my comments section, they're like, Ryan hates competition, and I'm like, so I hate competition, but like what's like, so Jang Bricks has, let's say, the review of his Slave 1, right, and his speed build, right? He's the only person with that video out there.
Yeah.
Him and I did not have an equal opportunity to buy these sets. His store got them first, which is normal, right? His store gets them first. But when my store got them, I wasn't able to purchase them. I find that to be ridiculous, being it from the same chain. Like I don't want to. I'm not hating on Jang Bricks because of this or anything. Like, he's just the best example because he actually used them to make a video.
I wish in general is just it's not fair.
No, and I say that all the time, and I understand.
There's so
right?
much stuff
I got screwed here from my point of view. That's the way I think about it. Life isn't fair. I got screwed.
Early too.
I'm not saying like because I worked my butt off.
Jealous or not. And then you know you had a hookup in Texas. You know
I definitely
that has a leg up over other people too. You know.
I wish you would have just, instead of saying that end of it, I wish you would have said, you know, I've been looking at these sets for months and I've been waiting to get them. I felt like I've been salivating, and I felt like this was my time. I was eating pizza at Target, like super psyched about this. I walk in the store and they tell me I can't get them, and I was crushed, and that's why I'm so upset right now. Also, Jang has Monopoly on the video.
Which I don't know, dude. I don't know. And I mean, some people are like, well, yeah, you got Apocalypseburg first. I'm like, but everyone had an equal opportunity to buy that set. It was on eBay for a few hours. Anybody could have came along and bought it. I just happened to be the first one to be like, I'll take this risk and make the investment. Like, Justin could have bought it.
Yeah, I know that's
he
true.
saw it before me.
What's the difference between the equal opportunity and the having this what I guess Jang had in this situation. I don't get. Some people have a leg up over others with connections or their store.
Again, this isn't like a connection thing. It's Target just shutting it down, which after 2 weeks, it's like, what's the point? Like,
it was Target's mistake from the first. They fixed it because Lego probably specifically requested it after seeing maybe Jang's video or whatnot.
Yeah, this is the one time I think I wish I was in the land, because I would love to hear what, Kim Thompson or whoever, would answer this, would have to say about it, like, officially, even off the record, but, like, I just want to know what happened, like, why? Because, again, it's something I've just never seen before, and shouldn't happen. Because, like, from day one, when Target has them in their system, which these have probably been in Target's system for months now, they just need to have the street date on them. Like, you can't have it not street dated in the street.
That would solve all of this. You make it black and white. It's like you either sell them early, you don't. Done.
And I think this is where people think, like, they're like, oh, but you got some of the other ones early too. And I'm like, I would be fine with not having the other ones early too. If they were street dated in Target system from day one and nobody could buy them, fine. Like, I wouldn't have them. It's fine. Like, I understand that. But like with the episode 9 sets coming up, I do not expect to get any of those early, because they're going to be street dated in the system from the second Target has them, which is fine. But when you sell something for 2 weeks and then you decide you're not going to sell it anymore, that's what made me so angry. I think that's about all I can say. I had something else
to add to it, but I forgot.
You guys have anything else to say?
I think that covered it really well. I mean, you got to express how you feel.
I was going to say, okay, yeah. But Craig said that it's good to be honest and everything like that. And I always go by that, of course. I'm not saying lie to make it seem like you weren't as angry or whatnot, but I think that your first initial reaction might not have even been what you feel, because, like, even now you feel a lot more calm about the situation. You feel a lot more like, okay, we could have, a lot less angry than you were in that video. So that's why I was like, maybe if it's something as heated as this, wait a little bit, and I think in the future, you won't have.
Definitely.
I don't know. I think it makes for a more accurate and more honest a video if. Like, I think he should have done it while he was in his car. I think
really,
he should have hit his phone. I mean, I can understand, like, cooling down a little bit, because I've made emotional decisions like that and reacted accordingly. Like, I'm sure everybody's been in their comment section and you see that comment that triggers you and you type that response, and then 5 minutes later you're like, oh.
Yeah.
But that's how you felt the moment.
It's a bad thing.
It all comes down to either being real or being calculated.
But here's the thing. I don't think that I'm echoing again. I don't think waiting a day makes you calculated. I think that's just letting yourself cool down a bit. I don't don't think that's making you calculate.
Process it. Yeah, I can understand that.
Process it. With any situation, you don't always want to act on your emotions, unless it's like a life or death, maybe, But
the one exception.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll probably make a follow-up video. I mean, I didn't want to make a follow-up video, but, like, I don't know.
But I feel like
so much attention that
on like the other end of that, Justin, I feel like the longer you wait, you start thinking like, well, how are people going to take this? And then you start changing what your wording and what you want to say.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess there's pros and cons to whichever way you tackle it. Anyway. But for me personally, I would rather wait a little bit for something that I know I could, in a way, I could definitely have a more, I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings in a certain way. I don't want to damage anything in what you did there. Definitely. If that took off, if people were all spamming Target's social media and stuff, that could have actually led to some disaster or whatnot, I feel like. Disaster. Maybe I'm exaggerating.
Yeah, it's not like you've done this before, Ryan, the 501st Battle Pack. It's not like you've had a whole bunch of people.
That was to me, that was more positive. I mean, I want to
I'm saying, like,
but same movement,
his ability to take his community and move them towards something. That was an example of that. And you could do that in almost any way. So I guess that kind of goes back to what you're saying, Justin. When you have this power and this ability and this following, maybe it is good to kind of think things over before you act out and then maybe cause something bad that you didn't necessarily want to cause.
I think my channel has grown, and like I'm starting to realize that I need to be more responsible like, it's weird to say it like this, but a public figure, right? Like I went to Brick Fair, North Carolina, and at like 20, it was a very small convention, but at least 20 people like came up and said hi to me. So like,
that's awesome.
Like within the Lego community, like I get recognized a lot, which I mean, it's still weird to me. Like it's only been like a year that I've been kind of recognized around places, and like I'm getting used to that, and I definitely need to like, I guess I need a PR guy, right? Because obviously I can't handle it myself, but like, I don't know. Maybe
And
I'll talk to Greg every time I make a video like that.
Boycott Target.
I'm not gonna call it a boycott because like I think that's dumb, right? People are like, oh, like boycott Nike? Like why? Because they support.
I think it's
like
silly
they
to
can do what
boycott
they
Target. I think you should just let this go and go back to getting some awesome clearance
like
deals
I'm
at
not
Target.
gonna boycott them forever, but like other than the Darth Vader thing, like I just don't want to go there for a while. Like I'm definitely not gonna buy the new sets there. I'm gonna buy them somewhere else. Like I'm gonna vote with my wallet a little bit, and then I'll go back there because it's freaking awesome. I'm just temporarily upset, and I think that's okay, right? Target's on timeout.
That's totally okay. I'm just saying, what's the point if you're gonna go back there anyways during your not boycott, but you said boycott for a little bit to get the Vader bust? It's like, what's even the point of the boycott?
Because I have to. It's not a boycott. I don't know, dude.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna buy there anyways,
I have to buy the Vader bust because I like Lego Star Wars. Other than that, I would like to spend as little money there as possible. I think that's the point. Like I'm gonna unless I have to buy something there, I'm not going to right now.
Okay, that's fair.
For
respectable.
I mean, 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Like I'm sure by the summertime, like I'll be fine, right? But like I can go to Walmart for a little while. It'll be okay. I'm just gonna,
Sometimes Walmart doesn't even have street dates. It's crazy.
I've heard.
I don't think they ever have street. Do they have an in-system street date? Walmart.
They do. I've been street dated there before, all the way back to the Clone Wars sets in 2008. So
No,
even before I started YouTube, I was trying to get Lego Star Wars sets early. All right, so don't tell me it's a thing I do for money because I've always wanted them early. 2008 Clone Wars sets. Magna Guard Starfighter ATT. They told me no. Well, me and my parents, because obviously I was, and them. It was a sad day. They wouldn't sell it to us. On the shelf, man. On the shelf. I remember it like it was yesterday. Anyway.
Well, yeah. I think that was a good debate. I think that was really good.
Yeah, hopefully people didn't hate it. So.
Ryan's dad's like, you minimum wage employee. You get this.
now you know where I got it from, right?
Yeah.
That was the exact quote.
There we go. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. All right.
You got to make light of this.
No, yeah. I mean, I'm all for it. I can take a joke on like, okay. I got a good story from Brick Fair real quick. I love David, but I played a prank on David Hall. It'll be in one of my vlogs. I don't know which one. Probably Friday's vlog. You guys have already seen it if you watch vlogs, but played a prank on David Hall. So he brought his Scarif mock to Brick Fair, and at Lego conventions in general, they do awards for their mocks, right? So there's different categories, and they hand out awards. So David didn't win an award, which is something like, I didn't know this, but he really wants to win an award one day, right? And so I had the bright idea to go ahead and grab, because my friend Lee built this awesome Chick-fil-A like recreation, basically Chick-fil-A, right, in Lego. It was really cool. You guys will probably see that too. Really awesome mock. But it won what is it called? Staff favorite. And so staff favorite could be anything, which means it wasn't in the voting thing that we had all voted on yesterday, so David would fall for it. And so I bring the staff favorite trophy, put it on David's mock. He was late that day, so I sent him a picture of it. And then he texts back. He's like, "Oh my God, no way, I'm crying." Like he totally thought he won, right? And so he shows up, I don't know, like an hour later, and he goes around trying to figure out where his trophy went, because I had put it back on the Chick-fil-A mock, and I'm like, dude, I don't know where it went. You go find out. And he's like, oh, I didn't win. So I took that prank a little bit too far, but yeah, he
Ryan.
didn't win.
Or you crushed his hopes and dreams.
I crushed all of his hopes and dreams, but he'll win one day. It'll be okay. Like, he builds good stuff eventually. It's all right.
Epic prank.
It was an epic prank that went too epic. It's been a rough week for me.
Gone wrong.
Bad PR again. I don't know.
Well, Matt won.
I thought it was still pretty funny. Matt did win. He had most
won
iconic.
Yeah,
with Kessel
that
Run.
awesome.
It was very good. Yeah.
That surprises me. Not because it's not a great build, because it's amazing. Just like,
how is it iconic? It's
from
brand
Solo,
new. Right? Yeah, I agree.
I don't know, but yeah, good for him.
Yeah, no, definitely. Series 2 box distribution. Meh.
Yeah. This is a great topic. I picked it myself. All right, the Series 2 box distribution of Disney.
Actually, this is good. I like.
Good. Okay. Good. I was hoping you guys would have a little bit of interest in it, but yeah.
Greg, do you know this?
No, explain.
Okay, good.
So the box distribution of the Lego Disney Series 2 has been confirmed by Brick Fans and Brick Set, of which figures you'll get 4, 3, and 2 of. So the 2 of each are going to be Huey, Dewey, and Louie. 4 of each is Mickey, Minnie, Scrooge, Chip, Dale, Anna, Elsa, Hades, and Frozone. And 3 of each is Jafar, Jasmine, Hercules, Sally, Jack Skellington, and Edna Mode. So
I don't like it.
You don't like
this?
it?
Okay, yeah, go into it.
Well, I typically get a box and I split it with 2 other people, so we can all get a complete set, and this creates a bit of a problem in that case.
Well, problem.
Because you only get 2 of Huey, Dewey, and Louie, so that means if we split it, one person's not getting the nephews.
Okay,
that kind of bums me out a little bit, actually.
Yeah, I see.
Wait, if you split it with 2 people, there's 2 of each, so you'll still get.
No, it's me
1.
and 2 other people. It says there's 2 of Huey.
They're people, sorry.
Yeah, so we need 3 complete sets. In this case, you're getting 4, 3, and then 2. So somebody's not going to get any Huey, Dewey, and Louie action.
I see your point. I would say that like maybe you're a niche or like a minority in this case of buying a case and then splitting it amongst 3 people trying to do it evenly.
Sure.
Because
I'm assuming those 2 are it's 2 of those because they're like the least wanted ones, I'm assuming.
I don't even know if it's least wanted, but just having 3 that are so similar, I was looking at it like from the perspective of someone that would just walk in and buy a random one. And if you're buying random ones and you just keep getting a Huey, Dewey, or Louie, which are all very similar, I would be frustrated. So
yeah, you much rather have like a Frozone or a Mickey than a Huey or Dewey.
Yeah, I was just looking at it from like I think they try to do it somewhat in popularity, like they're just gonna be less popular, and like they just like having 9 of the 60 minifigures be basically the same thing. I don't know about that.
That's why. Yeah, I figured that's why they did it. I actually don't mind the distribution of them, but I could see, Greg, you have a specific problem, but that's still legitimate.
But
problem.
how many, like you said, how many people are doing what I'm doing, where you buy an entire box like that?
I would say at least 12.
12 people in the world.
So they really should be looking out for it.
Let's all race you other 11.
You definitely have a valid problem there, but
exactly.
But
for me, I prefer this way. Like, or I don't prefer it's to me because, like Ryan said, these are the popular, like Elsa and Anna. Oh, from Frozen, most popular like little girl toy now. Frozone is probably the most popular for young boys out of all the
I can't wait to have a
here.
Frozone. He's so good looking.
Oh, I think someone commented, I don't know if it was this video or my video where I talked about it. Chip and Dale, I made a comment about Rescue Rangers and being a huge fan in the 90s. They told me that, and I realize this now, this isn't the Rescue Rangers Chip and Dale because they don't have
they don't have the Hawaii outfit, and then one of them has the Hawaiian outfit and another one has the hat.
Chip has like the hat and the jacket, and then Dale has the Hawaiian shirt on, so that's kind of a bummer too, I guess.
Yeah, it's in general. They like the DuckTales characters. They don't have their outfits from the newer show either, because like Scrooge has the red outfit.
Yeah, it should have been red. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So
if I may, I think that it's great that there's at least not a single one. Like I thought maybe Scrooge was gonna be the one like Grindelwald or the policeman of this series, but I'm glad that they got rid of that, so I can't complain about that.
I don't know if have they ever done that. Oh, I guess the Harry Potter one they did licensed, and they did a sequel.
Yeah, they did it for Harry Potter and they did it for
and then they stopped with the Lego Movie.
Lego Movie 2 didn't have it.
Distribution though, that was 3 of every single figure. So it's interesting to see that they're going back to this as well. It is 18 versus 20, so maybe.
Yeah, I was amazed. I was amazed that Jack Skellington is 3. I thought because he's probably one of the more populars of the series. So I thought he would be
of the comments that I read, I saw a lot of people saying that Jack Skellington is the one that they want to get.
Yeah, super popular merchandise character. So it was like that was a little bit shocking.
Yeah, I never got in. I never saw that movie or got into that.
I think it's a little bit of the older crowd maybe that wants Jack Skellington.
I thought that was like a 2010 like animated thing.
What was that?
2010.
Jack Skellington. When did that movie come out? I thought there was
93, 94.
Oh, really? I thought there was like a more recent like 3D animation of it that I decided not to watch, and maybe I'm
No, they're still so popular. Like just walk into Hot Topic and it's just plastered the whole corner. It's just Nightmare Before Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. And the whole thing, it's so interesting because those were released by Touchstone, the distributor. It wasn't a Disney movie at first, or branded as a Disney movie because Touchstone is owned by Disney. But Disney adopted it because it was such this cult hit. So yeah.
Interesting.
So
Let's you and I then talk about the packaging real quick. You pointed out to me that there's 11 people now on the front bag, which changes everything
Yeah.
for our series.
I know.
Oh
I
wait,
can't
you pay
believe.
attention to that? I never paid
Uh-oh.
attention to how many people
Well,
are
we
on the
have
bag.
to, but yeah, I love packaging and crap
Yeah.
like that. So it is the
It is
same
disappointing
style
though
that was with
the
Lego Movie
yeah.
2, but yeah.
With the pattern, we both talked about that in our videos, that it's like literally the exact same pattern. They couldn't have made it green or red or yellow,
Well,
something.
isn't it a lighter blue? It is a lighter blue.
I think
I'm
it's
pretty sure it's a lighter blue.
I think it's darker, no? More royal.
No, I think it's a lighter blue.
I think
that's what
the foil packaging is lighter. The box might be the same.
I'm looking at
Maybe.
the checklist right now. But also
I think
on the
actually you
checklist,
might actually be right, but it might just be the shine. But what were you gonna say?
on the checklist, because I've included missile, the little flick fire things before, and I like that they have the little don't shoot in the eye thing there.
Yeah, I'm like, oh crap.
So now I have to add that every time,
Makes
but
sense,
it's
yeah.
just cute little things like this. That's
Well, did they have that
I
with the Ninjago series? Because Ninjago series had the stud shooter. Remember?
I bought
Like
none of the
a-
Ninjago series, so I can't help you.
checklist.
That
That's
is the one
interesting.
series I was just like, I'm not touching that
yeah.
one.
Really? There's some good figures in there, even if you don't like Ninjago.
At some point, I'll buy them all because I want to get all the CMFs, but I let
It's-
that one pass me by at the time.
I've been having to buy every single series. This is around the time I do every minifigure opening, and Ninjago was actually one of the more expensive ones, and I was happy because Simpsons is usually $4 to $5. This year they were like $10 each. I was like, oh crap,
Right.
they're raising up. I'm like, okay, I'm proud, you know. Yeah, but anyways, I guess that's enough with that topic. Unless you guys have anything else to say about it.
Not really. Greg,
Uh,
anything?
Nope.
All right.
If you want to talk about that one Toy Story thing, just don't show the pictures. All I ask.
What is the? Can you send it to me? On
It's
Discord?
in the dock at the bottom.
Okay. I have no idea what we're.
Yeah, just don't
you want to
show
talk
it.
about Toy Story now? Because I'll look at it for the first time now, and we'll talk about
Okay,
it.
okay.
Disney, yeah.
Yeah,
Story.
as long as you don't show it. No.
Ooh, fancy.
So it's set number 10767, and it's Duke Kaboom's show. Is that what it was called, Justin? I
Yeah,
can't recall.
show by Duke Kaboom.
I think I'll buy
Show
this
by
one.
Duke Kaboom, yeah. And I'm just happy that it has an exclusive figure.
Yeah,
So
no,
unlike
that's
the
actually
other one.
something important.
Unlike the roller coaster. And I think it looks like a fun little build. I like that there's little art, like little metal cars, I guess,
Yeah.
there that he's jumping over. I don't know.
That's
There's a
so
lot going
cute.
on. There's a little stand in the back.
It's one of my
Reminds me of,
favorites of the builds.
Reminds me of the Elastigirl. Like, you know how it has that one printed, the voting is up or whatever for superheroes.
Well,
They've
it
got that
reminds me
little
of
cool print in the back there.
Willie's Butte from Lego Cars 3. Because I think that also had a ramp, it had a sign, it was a $20 set. But yeah, this is, again, it has an exclusive figure, which I love, and I don't have much else. I mean, it has a great build, too.
Canada!
Yeah, and it's Canadian represent. I mean, come on, you got it.
It's
They're
a CA in the Kaboom because it's Canada.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Also,
you
look at the
smart
Ring of
son a
Fire
gun.
there as well. Have we ever got those pieces
Incomplete.
in trans orange? That's awesome.
It's incomplete. They didn't finish
I think
it
they were
off.
in the Ring of Fire literal Speed Wars set from.
Oh, really?
Nobody remembers Speed Wars, but I unfortunately collected every single one of those. So yeah.
That looks awesome to me. So
I'm still trying to get used to that Woody.
It's not good.
I don't
I'm
blame
never.
you.
Getting
I love
used to
it.
that.
I'm
I like the
happy
old
about
one
it.
better.
Yeah. Ashton's probably the only one who prefers it, but I love that original.
Well, Ashton, I'm
yeah.
sorry, but you're wrong.
No, it's
Your
why-
opinion is wrong.
Tell me on it. What's going on? Tell me.
What's so good
Why I
about
like it better?
Why is
Yeah,
the Woody that
I
looks
just,
less
I
like Woody better?
personally prefer minifigure heads over molded heads when it comes to stuff like this. So when they brought that in with the buzz from the CMF series, like I don't know, I like seeing everything in minifigure style, like the heads. Like when I can, I try not to make molded heads. I just love incorporating it into this. So I don't know. That's just my opinion.
I mean,
Should he have
it's-
had taller legs and arms?
Can
He
you,
doesn't care about scale. That's just evident in this CMF series as well, with Chip and Dale having mid legs over Huey and Dewey, and I don't know.
so
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I think if they did minifigure head, tall legs and arms would look horrible. But
Yep.
with all that, Lego is definitely doing. They have like a new rule basically. This is just something I've observed. I don't know if it's true. If it's a human character, do not use a molded head.
But
Specifically,
Woody's not human. He's
Yeah.
a toy.
well, he's a human character. He's a humanoid character. He's a human character. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, I know.
Unlike
I'm
the little green
playing
alien.
devil's advocate.
I think
Yeah.
I would be okay with it, but he's so recognizable as a toy that you picture his head being that
You're
way.
so
Yeah,
right.
no, I agree with you.
That's
Greg,
like if they
but I'm
printed
just
Darth
saying.
Vader's mask on. Like,
Yeah.
you just
You're
have to
like,
have the
wait.
shape of it is very important.
Yeah. I don't know.
The shape is still there. I mean, Lego doesn't do noses or ears,
I don't know.
right?
Yeah, no,
Also,
that's true.
Duke Boom, he's actually really tiny comparatively, so this is interesting that they're the same height. Like he's pretty tiny compared to Woody and everyone.
You can
so.
even see on the box. It's like, yeah.
Because Woody's taller than everybody, so I don't know.
I'm not gonna let that hold me back from enjoying this set. I think it's a good one.
Oh yeah,
Just-
yeah, for sure.
So
Are you excited for? Are all you guys excited for Toy Story 4? Are you gonna see it?
I watched the trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I'm gonna see it. Seen
Oh,
them
really?
all. Everyone's seen them all, right?
I mean, yeah, of course. Okay, interesting. All right.
All right. When's the release date for that?
June.
Oh,
Yeah, June.
14th or
broke my
18th or
heart.
something.
Yeah, Ryan
That'll
still
be-
has to see frickin' Infinity War.
it'll be a Brickworld Chicago movie. I will watch Infinity War before Endgame, and I'll go see Endgame. I'm still
I'm
sitting
so
on it.
hyped. I want to hear your thoughts on it.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
get
like
me
right
some
before.
Endgame sets, right? Like just 4 hours before, right before.
Yeah, like you're
or-
gonna watch that and then go leave and watch the second half of the movie.
There
My-
probably is
my
showings if
body
you wanted
is
to do
ready.
that and actually go to the theater.
No, I have it on Blu-ray. I borrowed it from a friend.
Then be so angry when they undo everything that happened in Infinity War in the first 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Honestly, I would if I was you, I would do not a review, but a video saying your thoughts on Infinity War after you watch it. I think that would be so interesting. And then one on Endgame, like
Yeah, at this point,
Yeah.
so many people have asked me, "Have you seen Infinity War?" I'm sure people might actually watch it.
yeah, that would be a really interesting video.
The thing with me though is like I don't feel like I can talk about movies coherently and like.
No,
like,
I understand. That's why I'm just saying do quick thoughts.
No,
Just
that's what
oh.
I don't think I can do that well, like that type of thing. I can't just like I'm just gonna be like, it was good. I was entertained.
Same
like,
here.
what
Like
else do
I
you want me
watched
to say?
Ross when he watched The Last Jedi, and he talked about it for like 45 minutes, and I was like, "Wow."
Yeah, I
I
can't.
would have talked about it for like 2 minutes, and I'd be like, "Yeah, it was like a good movie and stuff, and I liked it." And,
They had
okay,
laser
bye.
swords. Yeah,
It's like,
I-
dang, dude.
I don't know. The
I can't talk
popcorn
about it
was
by
good.
myself for that long. Like
I-
it's fun
hey,
to have
that's
it
why-
banter off of you.
Yeah, shout out to the Ashen cast. You know, because Ashton and I we have our own podcast on the Ashton Flash channel where we talk about movies and movie trailers.
Yeah, so if you want to hear about Infinity War, you know,
Yeah.
And
There
you
you
guys
go.
fight about it all the time.
Yeah. because
Yeah.
Greg and I aren't going to give you much. We'll just, I mean, I can tell you the cover art looks good. All right, that's good with 3 O's. All right, Harley Davidson rumor. I kind of assumed it was gonna be a Harley Davidson. I hadn't read that before. Like I saw like a Lego motorbike coming, and I was like, is that gonna be a Harley Davidson? Do we know anything about that?
I just heard it as a rumor. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Greg, you're not a
I
motorcycle.
need to know the scale of this because I'm right now 100% on board.
I would.
Oh, I heard it's a creator vehicle, right?
Yeah,
Oh my
creator
God.
expert,
It's gonna be a
$100,
creator.
I'm all over it,
150.
dude.
Yeah,
There you go.
I'm sure it'll
Yes.
be 150, right? Like they gotta stick with that
Oh.
price point now. Is that what they've locked themselves into with these
I
licensed
think
vehicles?
so. I mean, we're creeping up there. You're talking 1,400 pieces on the Mustang for 150, so that's probably about where it's at now.
yeah, I'm
Although, I mean, if you're talking about a motorcycle, you're missing, it's a little bit smaller
Yeah.
profile.
2 wheels instead of 4.
That's $50 right there.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. If it's a creator vehicle in that scale, I'm going to buy it no matter what it is.
There you go.
Yeah,
I just
we'll
love
see.
them. Unless
So-
it's terrible.
I have-
Unless it's that's a good
It
point.
won't.
Yeah. Okay, what is this last topic we have here? How is 2019 Lego?
Oh yeah, this was a great dummy topic. I was just saying, how is 2019 for Lego for all you guys? The sets, are they good? You know what? We're almost halfway through the year.
Oh, you cut out for me there.
Oh, sorry. I was just saying,
Yeah,
how are the 2019 Lego sets? Are they great? Are they bad?
pricey as usual.
Mhm.
You know, par for the course. I would call this year like.
Yeah,
Has
that's
there,
a good.
has there been anything special this year? I mean, the 20th anniversary sets for Star Wars are nice. You look around the other themes, Lego Movie 2. Like, I was pretty hyped for it at the beginning. Like, I loved Apocalypseburg, but, like, most of the other sets
Sweetest
aren't
friends.
that great. Like, yeah.
Really?
No, you're
I
right.
love
Sweetest
those.
Friends and, you know what? Yeah, I'm looking back on it now. Sweetest Friends and the Benny set was pretty dang good.
Party bus. Hello. Yeah,
Mhm.
Greg said it. And I thought you liked the party bus, Ryan.
The Mustang. Oh, you know what? This year's been good. This year's
about-
above par.
Let's take Ryan back to January with the Star Wars sets, though. How'd you feel about those?
The juniors ones were, I mean, we're not going to talk about those.
You put that out of your memory. You've forgotten all about it.
Yeah, I thought the Chic ones were nice. The battle packs were good enough. What else did they even have?
The Death Star Escape.
Yeah, the $30 sets were met. Darth Vader's castle is pretty dang epic, but I mean, I think like in general, like looking around other themes too, it's been a pretty dang good year.
I agree, and I think there's a lot more to come.
Toy Story. Yeah, it's just
The
begun.
Toy
Yeah, the
Story sets,
superhero
yeah.
ones,
Toy Story
like the
4.
superhero ones, are like
Oh yeah, those were
those
good.
Batman ones. I
Far From
cannot
Home.
wait for the Spider-Man ones. Look fantastic. I know that like a lot of people don't like the Avengers ones, but I'm still excited about those. And Disney, like we've got a CMF series, we've got a D2C hopefully in the fall. We've got
Jurassic
Story, of
World is
course,
coming.
so
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about all those Jurassic World sets.
Also,
Oh my
Overwatch.
God,
You
yes.
guys forgot about.
Overwatch 2 more as well. So there's a lot to come, I think. So I mean, those sets that we bought back in, like it was December. I don't even. Whenever someone's like, "What's your favorite set of 2019?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, those count."
Yeah, right.
But yeah,
How about you, Greg?
It seems like we're so far into 2019, and we're really not, right?
4 months.
Like-
That's what I'm
yeah.
saying. I said it. We're almost
we're
halfway.
a third
We're not
way.
yet. Almost halfway there. I'm sorry,
It
guys.
feels longer than that even, but yeah, I mean, it's been a good year so far. I think Lego's going in a good direction. As far as price, I think it's just the way it is, and vote with your wallet. I think they're doing okay though.
Also, it's like this year they've done a lot of interesting decisions from Lego. Get rid of the juniors theme.
for kids.
They got rid of
it's not.
price
They didn't get
brackets.
rid of it. They just changed the name.
Well, I know, just little things like the not price brackets, but the age brackets.
Yeah.
Got rid of that. They there was another thing I had too. Dang it, I forgot the other thing.
Their
There was another big
exclusives things is whack because they had the brickheads and then they've had the.
That was the biggest fail, I think.
And
was the-
look, I'll say this: talking to people that I know at Brick Fair, like just people that might know, people that might not know, there's still a chance those are going to get released. And Lego is damned if they do, damned if they don't on these. So we'll see what happens. But talking to people that I know, like there's still a chance that it's going to happen. So we'll see. Like
Also, what was it? Dang it, I keep forgetting this one point. I feel like I'm about to bring it. It's about to change the world. Oh yeah, okay. The release schedules have been interesting because now it's like April.
Every month.
The spring wave is like, yeah, exactly. It's every month basically at this point, but like big waves of just like March.
Yeah.
Well, March I don't know how much, but apparently I heard Endgame might come out March 31st. So is that a March release in our book? Like,
March 30. Yeah, I think the Target Street Day got changed to March 31st because that's what they told me
Yeah.
for the Endgame sesh was March 31st.
I think
That's
yeah,
what
but I think
Mastermind said as well. They're like, "I'll give it to you on the 31st, but any day prior I can't." So
yeah, I think Endgame's March 31st, and then Star Wars is April 1st, and then
Which
Toy
is
Story and
weird.
Far From Home are probably later April or May.
So like it is weird. Like you bring that up. Like Lego's releasing a lot of sets like every month. It's not like just one big set in a month, right? Like there's a whole wave here, there, and there, right, for everything.
Yeah.
But like you look back 10 years, it's like there are sets that come out on January 1st, and then there's sets that come out on June 1st and August 1st, and that's it. Like they release so much now. It's actually pretty crazy. Unless I'm having revisionist history, but like I'm pretty sure there used to be like 2 or 3 like release days a year, and that was like it, more or less.
Yeah,
Now there's a lot more.
exactly. No. I agree.
So I wanted to bring this in here at the end. We're gonna go onto the M&R Productions subreddit, and we can all have a good laugh at this because we all just talked
Why
about
not
the whole
Bricks and Bits subreddit.
because nobody posts anything on there. Guys, go post on the Bricks and Bits subreddit. All right.
I know.
But there's a reason I keep the link to it up at the top of the screen the whole dang podcast so people will go there. Anyway, we're going to take a look top to bottom here at these memes. I think there's like 5 memes that we can look at here. So Target is Target and Ryan is the arrow, I guess we'll look at first. Like these are all great. These are just good to laugh at. So it's Batman and Robin, I think.
Got slapped.
Yeah, I did get slapped. I love this one, the Jack Sparrow one. Oh my god, I was just thinking about like obviously I would never steal anything from a store, but I'm just envisioning this happening. It's just so funny to me. I just ran out of the store with a slave, one of the snowspeeder. Oh my goodness. I love pirates.
Where is it?
The link
On the homepage.
is at the top.
Okay. I found it. I see it.
Target sales don't look too good. Yeah. Obviously not true, but good one. What else do we have? Go back. Target executes order 66. The slave won the snowspeeder. I'm throwing my money at the new Lego sets, and then Target comes in and kills me. That's great. Oh my god, great memes though. You guys, whoever made all these, you've done a great job. And I think I like this one, even though it's not related. It says M&R's fan or Ryan's fan base. It's from Timmy Turner or Fairly Odd Parents. Oh my god, so good. I want to use that in a video or something. That's great, but that's just thought we'd all have a laugh at my expense. All right. What else do we have to talk about?
I don't even have a jest to rant. I think that series is dead. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Well, I don't have. What am I going to rant about?
We're gonna find a new host.
It'll come back when I have to rant.
That's unbelievable.
I feel like that's the only reason people watch this is for that.
I know. They're like, crap.
I know.
Now I gotta stop watching this. But no, I'm kidding. It's dead for now.
Oh, you know,
I'll find a rant soon.
I'll bring this up here now. So I did just before the show for people watching. Today's Wednesday, so the sets aren't out yet. But I did drive over to Disney Springs this afternoon because the Star Wars Outpost store, which is a store basically run by Disney over there, had a couple of new Lego Star Wars sets early. They had the Black Ace TIE Interceptor, which I was able to pick up. And they also had the Action Battle Hoth Generator Attack. So I got a couple more sets early. No, the smaller one.
Oh, you didn't get the big one?
No, they didn't have the big one. So I got a couple more sets early.
Yay
me! I didn't have to wait a week like everyone else, right? So I don't. That was a big point in the comments too. I don't know. I'm done talking about it.
It's kind of funny because Disney's the one who puts the street dates,
and then they sell themselves. Yeah, I know it's ridiculous, but I think the more fun part about the Lego or going to Disney Springs was I hit up the Lego store and they had a ton of new pick-a-brick stuff. Like their wall was just loaded with cool stuff. So they had like these. I know you guys can't see it, but they had like 1x6x5 like trans wall tile things, like giant Lego windows more or less. They also had the big Lego bread piece on the pick-a-brick wall as well as the carrot pieces. So that was cool to see. So. Y'all gotta hit up your pick-a-brick walls because there's some good new parts on there. I know I don't build, but I just grabbed some parts just in case. So we'll see if we get there. Got some Lego engine pieces and more sand green stuff. But Lego pick-a-brick wall got updated, so go check your stores, Greg. I know you're not too close to a Lego store, but Philly Brick Fest, make sure you hit it up. You might find some cool stuff there. You can build a mock. We can have a mock contest. We should have a mock contest.
Let's do
mock contest.
Yeah, amongst ourselves, and then have the fans judge the Bricks and Bits mock contest.
Maybe we should. That's actually not a bad idea.
All right,
that could be for the 50th episode.
Yeah, that's a good idea. We could we'll work on that. But
actually, wait. Speaking of which, what do you guys want to see for this 50th episode specifically?
It's only 2 months away.
I know.
But it's time to start planning. Now, you know? Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I agree.
Maybe another live episode.
That's a good idea. What is in 2 months? It'll be like early June, so we could probably swing that. Anyway, yeah, let us know what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you guys have anything else to say?
No, I think we're good.
No.
All right.
Thanks again for having me on.
Yeah, of course. Oh, wait, Ash and Flash, where can people find you?
Okay. Well, they can find me on Instagram at Ash and Flash. I typically post something every day, at least on my story. What else? YouTube, of course, Ash and Flash and the Ash and Flash Games channel, as well as use supported creator code Ash and Flash in the item shop.
Are you on this newfangled app called TikTok? You're not on TikTok?
Repeat that? You got cut out. You got cut out.
I didn't hear what you said.
Are you on this newfangled app called TikTok? I've been hearing about it from the youngsters.
It's like a YouTube something another, but it's like social media or something. Yeah.
Not gonna lie, TikToks are just like fun to watch. All right,
they're the new Vines at this point.
Yeah.
People are just using it as
they're
a
just
Vine
longer.
Fun.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's great. I like it. Anyway, that's all we have for this episode. Thank you guys for coming on. We'll see you guys back here next week, and we'll hopefully nothing bad will happen between then and now. So, see you.
That's so specific. Oh my god.